So I just recorded a video talking a little bit about the Caitlin Clark golf situation, and I didn't realize how many people are there. Like, there are hundreds, if not in the low thousands, of people that are currently watching Caitlin Clark tee off. Like, that's crazy. Like, I made a video earlier talking a little bit about Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hall acting as caddies, which I still thought was quite a funny thing. To see them in like Indiana Fever gear, which is, at the end of the day, look, it's a novelty thing seeing Indiana Fever players in Indiana Fever gear caddying their Indiana Fever teammate. Well, as of right now, they're both technically free agents, but I think the Fever would be dumb to get rid of either of them. I think to get a greater output on the court than Lexi and Sophie, you realistically have to go close to the max. And I'm like, I don't think the Fever want to do that necessarily. But yeah, Scott Agnes posting here, Caitlin Clark's teeing off. Like, let's take a look. Take a look at how many people are there. And also the percentage of them that are wearing Fever jerseys. Like, it's a high percent. Like, it's in the greater than 50%. This isn't that easy a tee shot. Like, if she scuffs that right, it's into the water. Did she get over the water? Looks like she made it over the water anyway. So, the way Caitlin's teeing up can't work out is because of her groin, or she's so nervous it stops the shakes. So she can actually put the ball in the tee. What way did she tee it up? I don't see anything that concerning with that. I think that's just looking too deep into something for no reason. I genuinely think watching the way she's teeing up the ball does not mean she's injured. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I don't think it means there's an injury if she's teeing up the ball like that. Did you ask her hamstring is feeling? What's wrong with her hamstring? If she's a fucking hamstring injury, if Caitlin Clark, if all of a sudden we find out Caitlin Clark has misses Team USA practice or something because of a fucking hamstring injury she picked up working out in Indiana, get her away from that franchise. If it turns out she gets injured again, if it turns out she's injured and they're letting her play golf. But I don't see it. Looks like no spectators were harmed so far. I mean, that is a very much so far based on what we've been hearing. It does look like it's very much a so far. But yeah, it's good to see so many people being there for Caitlin Clark and golfing. For Caitlin Clark's first time teeing off. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people there, which is, again, a massive positive for her, probably, who hasn't... look, obviously there's always going to be Caitlin Clark fans around, but she hasn't really got to do anything in front of the fans for the guts of 5 months. Like, 4 months. It was about 4 months ago, I think, was nearly her last game. And, like, that's a long time in sports. Especially when you're Caitlin Clark, who didn't really have an off-season for however many years of her life, and then suddenly gets an 8-month one, gets about zero healthy games. She limped around for a few games, took a bit of time off injury, played through adrenaline against New York, and then got hurt again. But yeah, it is an interesting one to see. And 8:30 a.m. look, the number of people are out there. I'm like, I cannot wait to see the amount of people that are going to be watching her play basketball when she's back. And I really hope there's not a lockout. Like, I've tweeted out a few things, and I'm like, look, I don't think Caitlin Clark's brand, if she doesn't play any basketball till 2027, I don't think her brand's going to keep up. And everyone's like, oh no, like, her brand's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But I'm like, man, there's a possibility she does not play sports till 2027. If there's no lockout, it is what it is. But if there is a lockout, she's got to play some basketball. She's got to play some basketball. Like, you can't just not play for 3 years, essentially. Healthy for 3 years. And she hasn't played a healthy game since September 2024. If it's September 24 to March 2027, it's just not really going to be the greatest thing in the world. But again, she's getting used to play. She's playing in front of a crowd. There are still people showing up to watch her play golf. Maybe not quite the buzz of last year. And not even a maybe not quite the buzz of last year. Definitely not quite the buzz of last year. Could you imagine if 5 months ago, if Sophie Cunningham, if this was if Caitlin had played healthy in the seat for the rest of the season, how much hype this would have? A lot more than it does right now. But yeah, it's a good thing though. It is a good thing to see. It's a good thing to see the teammates together. It's a good thing to see the Indiana Fever players together, and it's a good thing to see so many people showing up. Like, a massive, massive crowd. And then, obviously, look, Scott Agnes is covering it. I mean, not a bad thing to cover. Not a bad thing to cover as a, Indiana Pacers and Fever beat writer. If you're being able to just go out and watch the golf. Really not a bad thing to cover at all, if we're being honest. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this crowd is huge? Do you guys think that it's something that obviously is going to be sustained, is going to be a good day out? Look, it's going to be a good day out. I'm going to be honest. It's a good day out for all the people. You get to watch the golf. And if nothing else, even if Caitlin Clark is the reason you show up, you're still getting a nice day out at the golf. And you might get to see Caitlin Clark hit the ball a few times. But yeah, like, it is what it is, and it's funny. It is always funny when it comes to, I remember last year, the LPGA. The LPGA started posting so many things about how they're like record numbers and everything with Caitlin Clark, and the WNBA, everything is without Caitlin Clark, and it's like I'm not gonna lie, the WNBA, I would be from what I've heard through the grapevine, the WNBA, I don't know if they're actively trying to sabotage the Caitlin Clark hype or actively try to force other teams down their throat because they think the Caitlin Clark hype is unsustainable. And it might be, but a big reason why the WNBA itself is a big reason why the hype is dying, if it does die. And unfortunately, we've gone back to, I'm going to talk about this in another video. Remember when before Caitlin Clark, all people talked about in the all we knew about the WNBA was the players complaining about their pay, and then everyone being like, what do you mean complaining about your pay? Your league loses money? That's literally all the conversations right now. And we're back to pre-2023. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys.